Now let me talk about my previous videos about Protestants and Orthodox Protestants and Orthodox Catholics. And keep in mind, Orthodox Catholics are very rare. I thought the Catholics were less Orthodox than Protestants, and I just found out that there are people like Mike Vorse around that I thought were Protestant but were actually Catholic. So there is a Catholic Orthodoxy. And we need to remember that, even though we live in a Protestant country. So that was my first video. This video is directed toward presuppositionalists. Now, presuppositionalists falsely believe that certainty gives them justification to believe in the absurd, because they will, in some ways, tell you. If you press them enough, they will tell you why they can't believe in an atheist worldview. Misproof of God exists. I guess a Side 10 clone explained it this way: the atheist worldview cannot provide certainty. The flaw in this Christian epistemology is that this Christian epistemologist is using a utilitarian need in order to sacrifice for truth. Because she's saying, I need to be certain, so therefore I'm going to believe in the absurd. Now, she's deluded herself to believing that what she believes, her supernatural claims, aren't absurd. However, she's honest enough to tell me that certainty is the most fundamental part of her need. The bottom line is this: that the presuppositionalist who makes this claim claims that my certainty of their fairy tales, their absurd supernatural claims, is simply my certainty. So I can have certainty in an atheistic worldview. So she hasn't given us any good reason for us to believe in her claim. I can be certain that your God doesn't exist because, frankly, there's no pattern that consistently says that your God exists. And we're just taking one attribute, and we're giving you the lowest standard of evidence. Just one attribute. That is intervention, God's intervention. I'm giving you one specific claim: prayer. Okay? You cannot even demonstrate that prayer is meaningful. Because why would prayer be meaningful? It's clearly said in the Bible that prayer is important, but why is it important? And the type of prayer that I'm talking about is asking God for things. The bottom line is this: if prayer is meaningful if prayer is meaningful and that's your demonstration of intervention, you have serious problems. And you should look at my couple other videos. I think I have a video on prayer. I'm not going to go over it right now. However, the problem is that certainty doesn't mean truth. And you've demonstrated, a presuppositionalist has continued to demonstrate, or continues to give examples of demonstrating that our certainty does not demonstrate truth. So to then say that my reason why I have the Bible, or why I feel the Bible is necessary for me, is because I need to be certain in my justification of morality, is clearly hypocrisy. Because if I already have certainty in my atheist worldview, it doesn't matter. Or I have certainty in my agnostic worldview, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. Certainty does not prove truth. But yet, the need for you to use your Bible is to gain certainty. And and I don't understand how you can gain certainty from a Bible that contradicts reality. It's just that simple. I know you, perhaps you think this God does things for you, or maybe it's your emotional need for certainty and security. I don't know. And before, and see, the presuppositional apologists, they will respond, well, how do you know? They'll go into this like epistemological skepticism about how do you know what is true. That's not going to get you anywhere, because the same epistemological relativism that you use against us is the same epistemological skepticism. I'm saying, let me repeat that. The same epistemological skepticism that you use against us, it's the same epistemological skepticism that is used against you. Because people say, how do you know the Bible's true? How do you know you say God's revealed it in a certain way? That proves nothing. Now, if your goal is to just shut us up and make us doubt, you haven't done that. What you're trying to do is try to make us doubt our atheism. But see, atheism is a rejection of the affirmation of your position based on the evidence that you provide. So our doubt cannot, there's no doubt. We can't doubt our atheism. Our doubt of atheism is only going to lead to an agnosticism. So the ultimate question is, why do you bother even being a presuppositional apologist? You have absolutely demonstrated nothing. Oh, that's the end of this video. Have a nice day.